These minds are limited on purpose. And even the fears around death and the concerns are not accidental, because we don't want you just offing yourself and going home. If you did off yourself and go home early, you might feel a little disappointed if you weren't really done yet with the things you came here to experience. It's not that it's a sin to off yourself. It's not a sin, but sometimes it's a different plan than what you had originally expected. Sometimes it changes the plan that you had made and that you had made with your family and with your loved ones, and a new plan has to be improvised. It's not a sin, but it's not recommended until you know there is no judgment, no day of judgment, no moment of judgment. There is no judgment except the ones you bring with you across the veil of death. When you bring your own judgments with you, there is a process in the in-between with your angels, with your friends, with your guides, where you are reminded of the game of life, and where you review what you've learned of life, and where you feel the pain and the joy and the ecstasy and the tragedy, where you feel it all in a review, because you are harvesting the wisdom of this life. Not because you're being punished or judged, but rather because all of it is being celebrated and tabulated and sort of uploaded to the mainframe, if you will. Your life's experience, including the sorrows and the regrets, including the pains and the sufferings and the losses, hold intrinsic value of wisdom that cannot be gained another way except for in this laboratory of life. And when you come home, all of that wisdom is your gift to the one that we all belong to. All of that wisdom is a gift to the collective. And then you know what your life was for. Yes, often in the arrival, there is a time of clearing. There is a time where you are releasing the old ideas that you had to take on to be a person in a body, where you are releasing the old pains that you thought were important to hold on to, and now you realize that you are light. Yes, there is a cleansing. Yes, there is a dance with the shadow. Yes, but it is a joyous one. And yes, there is a resting time. There is an integration time that lasts longer. Different people last longer, shorter, in this integration time between your lives, between your next assignment, between your next embodiment and this. This is why some people feel their beloved dead disappear for a while after they die. They seem to disappear. Maybe right after their death, they're in the room, you can still feel them. And then they seem to disappear and you can't feel them for a while. They're busy. And then perhaps there comes a time, whether it's months later, or years later, or sometimes days later, because time is a funny thing, where you feel them show up clean and blessed, like an angel in your life, without their previous hang-ups, without their greed, without their need, without any of the old things that got in the way of deep connection. They are the angelic version of who they once were. And then they are one of your beloved dead. Yes, your ancestors walk with you. Yes, it's not just your imagination. especially in these times where time is speeding up. You might see out of the corner of your eye a flash and know your ancestors are walking with you. You might blink and open and see the same landscape, but in a different time. Yes, you are your ancestors, and you are the ancestors yet to come. Yes, yes, time is a spiral. And right now the spiral is tight. And so the distance between your time and the others is very close, very short. You don't have to die to remember the ancestors of the past and the future.